Have you ever wondered why some people can ruin your entire day with a single sentence? One comment, one text message, one look, and suddenly your mood changes, your peace disappears, your mind keeps replaying the moment over and over again, maybe for hours, maybe for days. But here's the strange part. The person who upset you may not even be thinking about you anymore. So why do they still have so much power over your mind? Most people never discover the answer, and because of that, they spend their entire lives giving control of their emotions to other people without realizing it. Today, you're going to learn the hidden mistake that makes people easy to manipulate, and why the strongest people in the room almost never react the way everyone else does. Because smart people know something most people never learn. The first reaction is rarely your best reaction, and the moment you understand why, everything begins to change. There is one habit that instantly tells people how to control you. Most people do it every day. They don't even notice it. The habit is reacting immediately. Think about what happens when someone insults you. The words enter your mind, your emotions fire up, and before you think, you respond. You defend yourself, you argue, you explain, you attack back, and in that moment, you've given the other person something valuable: control, because now they know exactly which buttons to press. A businessman once shared a lesson he learned early in his career. Every time a client criticized him, he responded instantly. He would send long emails, defend every decision, explain every detail. He believed he was protecting his reputation. But one day, an older mentor gave him simple advice: never answer when you're emotional. So he started waiting. 1 hour, sometimes a full day. Something surprising happened. Half of the emails never needed a response, and the other half became shorter, calmer, and far more effective. The lesson is simple. When emotions are in charge, wisdom disappears. When time enters the conversation, clarity follows. The strongest response is often the one that arrives later. Most people think silence is weakness. It isn't. In reality, silence is difficult because it forces you to face yourself. When someone challenges you, your mind wants immediate relief. You want to prove them wrong. You want to justify yourself. You want validation. But smart people understand something different. Not every attack deserves a defense. A young woman once received harsh criticism online. Hundreds of negative comments, people telling her she wasn't good enough. Her first instinct was to fight back, to answer every accusation, to defend herself. But instead, she logged off. She stayed silent. She focused on her work. Months later, something interesting happened. Most of the people attacking her disappeared. Their attention moved elsewhere. Meanwhile, her success continued growing. The criticism faded. Her progress remained. That's the power of silence. It protects your energy. Because every argument has a price. And often, the price is your peace of mind. The smartest people don't win every battle. They choose which battles deserve their attention. There is a moment that changes everything. A tiny moment. Most people never notice it. It exists between what happens and how you respond. Inside that small gap lives your freedom. Imagine you're driving. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Immediately, anger appears. Your heart speeds up. Your muscles tighten. You want revenge. But then you pause just for a second and you ask yourself, will this matter tomorrow? Suddenly, the emotion loses power. Not because the situation changed, because you changed. A professional athlete once described the difference between average performers and elite performers. He said, elite performers aren't calmer because life is easier for them. They're calmer because they've trained themselves to pause before acting. That pause changes everything. Most people react. Smart people observe. Most people explode. Smart people evaluate. Most people surrender to emotion. Smart people create distance from emotion. And that distance gives them power, the ability to choose, the ability to think, the ability to remain in control when everyone else is losing theirs. Years ago, a journalist asked a highly successful leader a simple question. What is the secret to staying calm under pressure? His answer was surprisingly short. But before we get to it, think about something. Who is easier to manipulate? The person who reacts instantly, or the person who takes time to think? The answer is obvious. People can only control your emotions if they can predict your reactions. That's why calm people are so difficult to manipulate. You never know what they'll do. You never know what they're thinking. You never know whether they've been affected at all. And that uncertainty creates strength. The leader finally gave his answer. He said, I never allow another person to decide how I feel. Simple, but powerful. Most people spend their lives handing over emotional control to strangers, to co-workers, to family members, to critics, to people who don't even care about them. Smart people refuse to do that. They understand that emotional control is one of the greatest forms of freedom. Because when nobody can control your emotions, nobody can control you. And that is true power. The next time someone provokes you, pause. Don't answer immediately. Don't react immediately. Give yourself time. Give yourself space. Give wisdom a chance to speak before emotion takes over. You'll be surprised how many problems disappear when you stop feeding them with instant reactions. If this message helped you see things differently, subscribe to the channel. Because every week we explore practical wisdom that helps you stay calm, think clearly, and become stronger in a world that constantly tries to pull you off balance. And remember, your first reaction belongs to emotion. Your second reaction belongs to you.